Hello, dear beautiful soul. My name is Stella Shakti, and today we are doing a card reading about healing maternal line, meaning healing the relationship with your mother, with her mother, and so all the generations which are still influencing your current lifetime. We can ask for the healing. We may ask for the guidance from our angels, spiritual guides, from the planet Earth, from our higher self, to bring us the clarity and healing needed at this time. Please remember that this card reading is for the support system. It is not the only truth. You also need to feel inside yourself what is resonating with you and what is not. Please take on board only what is truly calling you, and what it does not talk to you, doesn't speak to you, doesn't resonate with you, just let it go and feel the clarity which arrives when you touch the truth. When you feel something is truthful, you feel it inside yourself. So let's just hop right in. You may choose between 3 piles what I have put out for you. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. You may choose to look one of them or all of them exactly like you feel like. And you may find the beginning of card reading timestamps down below in the description box. So let us put these two aside and let's see what is the first message for today. Here is the first message talking about contact with yourself and your uniqueness. It's time to discover and keep a contact with your own uniqueness. It is time to create and recreate new, special, deep bond with your own special being. It's time to embrace that you are unique. Everything that wants to be born by you can be born only by you. This card can mean that maybe your mother was very critical or giving you too much advice how to be like everyone else, and step by step you forgot that you yourself have very special gifts to the world, and therefore you may have felt sadness or depression, repression, suppression, your own emotions, your own desires, your own feelings. So what we need to do here is gradually, step by step, start to realize that we don't need to live for other people. We live here to accomplish our dreams. So you specifically, you don't need to be a perfect child to your mother, to please your mother or to please other people, but rather find your own truth, your own voice, your own path in this lifetime. And sometimes I see mothers are like trainers. There are several types of mothers. Some of them are really supporting and guiding, but if this support and guidance becomes like to run, even like you have to do like I say, you don't know anything about yourself, I know better yourself than you do yourself, then this has been just out of balance. There's a certain amount of control and certain amount of guidance which is needed and which is healthy, but if it becomes too much and we don't find our own path, our own courage and our own inner calling, then it can be very stressing. what comes next is understanding that all the ancestors before us, like your grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and so on, like all the generations before us, have been through very much even worse treatments. Maybe they have felt even slavery, or feeling really much like their voice even doesn't matter, that their lives doesn't matter, that they're just some objects to fulfill other people's dreams. But right now your ancestors are telling that you as a person on this planet are meant to be exceeding the hopes and dreams. You have been invited here to this planet to break free from those burdens, from those patterns which have held you back. And it can feel like you have to go kind of against everything you have been taught, because what you have been taught is how to survive. But you are not here just to survive, you are here to thrive. You are here to really live successful, fulfilling, amazing life. And for experiencing it, you need to step up, you need to step out of these books which have kind of built all around you, and you yourself have been learning how to create it. So it's time to release everything which is not truly supporting you. It's time to let go of limiting self-beliefs, and instead of that, be like the open channel for the new ideas, new inspiration, new lifestyle, even living in the way nobody else has never lived before in your lineage. Somehow you're stepping out from the restrictions, and or maybe you have already done so. So the universe is saying that please continue on the road to invite your own truth, your own understandings inside yourself. You don't need to live the life of your mother or father or your grandmothers or anyone. You are here to live your unique, special life, and you have so many gifts to give to people. And the universe and guardian angels and your ancestors are truly supporting you at this very time. There's a message from your guides, from your spiritual guides. They would like to tell you that if you have been worrying about the money situation or relationship situation, please remember that all the roots of abundance are always in love. The more you do what you truly love, the more you are in harmony with the nature and the spirit. So please remember to do what you love and love what you do. And if you don't love what you do, maybe it's time to find another source of inspiration, source of abundance, like co-create with the universe the new possibilities, and open up yourself to the fact that your life may be filled with true passion, true ecstasy. You don't need to just accept whatever is thrown at your way, but you may always choose what you truly love to do and not accept less. It is time to embrace the fact that you are an amazing human being, and maybe your mother wasn't truly available for you, like emotionally, or like support system, or maybe she even was very critical and not supporting you at this very important phase in your life where you learn by reflections how to behave and how to make conclusions. So if this is a case, it's time to learn to embrace yourself very tenderly, full of compassion, full of bliss. Take yourself into your arms and say to yourself, you are lovable, you are enough, you are here on this planet to fulfill a sacred destiny. You are very special, you are very dear to my heart. I love you, I love you, I love you. There's nothing wrong about you. Everything what you experience is sacred. So by being kind and learn to have kindness towards ourselves, we are healing all the maternal line here. And while we're doing that, we may understand that we even don't need other people to tell us that we ourselves can be so self-empowering, so self-supporting that nothing can stop us. That leaning on others people's opinions, it can be nice if these people are in the presence of their true self, but if they have been tilting away, they have been feeling exhausted or tired and worn out, stressed out, and we cannot have this support by them. It is always good to know that we may always support ourselves, and by doing that, it doesn't mean that we get cold towards other people, but we can have the same empathy, the same warmness, the same kindness and compassion towards other people too. So every relationship in our life can be healed by the fact that we are healing ourselves. When we know how to support ourselves, we know how to support others. So bringing our own inner mother out from the darkness and teach our inner mother how to embrace our inner child is something very useful we can learn to do. Sorry about the dogs barking. 1 second, I turn off the fridge. So less noise. Maybe you yourself also need to reduce the noise levels in your house, in your home. Maybe take some minutes or hours per day where you can just feel just relaxation, not needing to listen to something all the time or do something all the time, because even this anxiety that I need to do something all the time may come from the mother line, as it has been kind of escaping from the feelings what we have felt. If we are doing something, we forget maybe some of the pains we have been experiencing before. But if our life is a total escaping all the time, there is no time to enjoy, and your life is inviting you to bring more with quiet self-inquiry into your life, like get to know your emotions. What is this what you're truly experiencing? Maybe having a notebook, having a diary is a good way to listen to your feelings. And therefore, by doing that, you're balancing your masculine energy, feminine energy, which can be experienced by greater inner calmness when we know that we are aware of our own emotions, it can bring a lot of silence back to the mind, because the emotions, when they are not heard, may create a lot of turbulence in the mind, a lot of restlessness, and like addictions, even like overeating, oversleeping, overdoing, overworking. All these excess energies very often are the masks for the fact that we don't want to embrace some kind of feeling. And by repressing our feelings, we may even get ill. So instead of saying, I don't want to feel this, we may just experience, okay, what is this what I'm feeling right now? And then you write it down. What is beneath this feeling? What is under? What is under this layer? What is the deeper feeling? And then you find another feeling, and then you may go more deeper and deeper and deeper by just digging out the truth. And very often in the most suppressed feelings, there are the things which our mother said to us, oh, you should never feel like this. In our family, for example, it wasn't good to be unhappy. Like when people were happy, they were, given awards. Oh, you're so happy, let me do this and that for you. So you may also see that maybe you have had like kind of unhealthy awarding or punishing system in your life. For example, when I was sad when I was a child, I was sent alone into my room and not given any support or love. So for many years I thought, when I'm sad, I need to be alone. And when I started to be with my life partners, I never understood. They don't understand my need to really isolate myself. And then I understood, oh, I don't need to do that. I can talk about my feelings. They can support me. So this is what I see is here to guide us back to our own support system. We're learning to support ourselves by being truthful, sincere with ourselves. And this can open up a lot of new abundant ideas, many even financial projects, and how to say, release filled discernments may occur where we understand, oh, I don't need to participate in this escapism anymore. I don't need to focus on this or that in my life. I don't need to talk. Even if you feel like you have really strong and unhealthy emotional bond with your mother, maybe it is good even to reduce the communication. It doesn't mean that you have to cut them off, but emotionally detach from the drama-based relationships can be very healthy, or where you can see that your light has not been respected the way it should be. Then it's your time to be aware enough and strong enough to remind yourself that you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You don't need to bring the best out of anybody. You don't have any depth to your mother or father, so you don't need to kind of redeem yourself. There's no attachment that you have to do. There is only love that can guide us. And if love is guiding you right now, bringing your own awareness back more to you, you may do so by being very kind. You don't need to be unkind or say hurtful things, but rather just step back few steps and become aware. What kind of energies are you feeding? Are those self-empowering or self-destroying energies which you are right now playing with? So these are the cards for the pile number 1. I hope it helped. Thank you so much for watching, liking and subscribing. I'm sending you so many messages. I'm sending you messages of love through my heart. Blessings I send you, I wanted to say. I am very grateful that I can be in service for you this time. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing and commenting if you feel like it. Many, many blessings. Bye. So we hop into the reading number 2. Hello dear pile number 2. Let's see what are the messages for you for healing the maternal line. Subject. Take time to rest upon your perch and delight in every tiny miracle. Maybe it has been a huge acceleration of creating your successful life, and by running around, by being there, creating success and happiness for all the world around you, you have forgot the little tiny detail to balance all this out by being more present and enjoy your life as well. Maybe your mother was somebody who was really pushing you or inviting you to be very, acting, like active person. So maybe many years you have done so, like really running around and trying to make everybody happy, but at the same time maybe your relationship have not nourished enough. Maybe they have not flourished right now because you have put so much effort and so much acting in action towards everybody else's happiness. But now it's time to bring more attention back to yourself. Maybe your mother was somebody who didn't teach you about meditation and enjoying and being in the feminine energy as well. Rather, it was very much about being in masculine energy. Maybe your grandmother and so many generations before have been quite masculine energy carriers, because this was the way how to survive. It was the way how to accomplish success by the cultural issues. For example, maybe that was the time where people were seen as lazy if they didn't do something, or they got awards by doing as much as possible in this lifetime. But your heart and your soul may not totally agree with the fact that you have to be so much in your masculine energy, and you're invited to see the world more through the eyes of bliss, not just somebody who needs to accomplish everything. And this card talks about that it's time to let your true colors sparkle, glimmer and glow for all to see. that your own truth, your own inner guidance is valuable. It is not something to put aside and say, oh, let's forget about it. It is something that maybe your mother and grandmother, they didn't have time for that. Bringing this creativity or bringing this sweetness or softness out from them. And you have come to this planet to remind everybody all around you, first yourself and then all around you, that this life is not about accomplishments. This life is about love. It is about enjoyment. And this race, do more, be more, accomplish more, it is what has brought our planet quite a lot out of balance. Of course, it is nice to have some kind of accomplishments, but if this is the only goal and we forget about enjoyment, life becomes soulless, it becomes dry and unhealthy. We need to have kind of balance between masculine and energy, which is called feminine energy, which is being. Feminine energy is about being and enjoying and bringing this sweetness, sweet nectar back to your life and all the lives of others. What can help you at this very moment is to bring more love-filled connection between your body and soul. Maybe doing some yoga, asanas, meditation, Reiki, healing techniques, and really bringing this soft, healing atmosphere back to your life, back to your home, back to your bedroom can be very helpful at this time. The universe is telling you that the storm has passed, dear one. Let the rays of the sun warm your feathers as you welcome a bright new day. Clear skies ahead. It is right now time to say thank you to all the lessons that you have learned, which are connected with your mother or birth family or the ancestors you have had, and allow yourself to rise above those patterns which have been held you back, and understanding that even if your mother or grandmother and all the ancestors have been living in a very difficult way, you don't have to stay in the same vibration. You may rise up, you may grow your inner wisdom is helping you to grow. Your inner guidance is helping you to live in the new way, maybe in the way that no ancestors have lived before. Inside yourself is a great passion, and this flame of passion helps you to heal any unhealed things that you have been experiencing, maybe some regret or guilt or shame or just even grief. The grief inside yourself will be healed by passionate new approach to the life. New approach meaning you decide to live the time then you are here on this planet. You decide, I want to live fully. I want to live fully and happily and co-create with my heart. I need to come back from the stage of just wasting my time to the fact that I'm using my time in the most efficient and love-filled way as possible. You have so much wisdom inside yourself. Look, you have here wisdom, the sage, and healing. Maybe you're someone who is also a teacher of energy work or some kind of healing modalities. Maybe doing some family constellation or breathing work or mindfulness practices are the things that help you to re-establish yourself, like reroute yourself to this planet. Maybe you have felt kind of unrooted, that you haven't had a support and love necessary to grow in the healthy, happy way. So this is the invitation for you to co-create with the universe the new inner family for yourself. Your inner child, the part of consciousness which is learning, needs a supportive mother, inner mother, and supportive inner father. Like how to create healthy boundaries for yourself, how to create life by you. So you desire and you deserve. What you desire, you deserve, because our wishes are actually memories from the future. Our higher self is sending us with visions about our possible outcomes, because everything exists already in different parallel universes, and what we just need to do is raise our vibration to be matching the desires what we deserve and we need and we want. So everything what is truly lifting you up, making your heart sing, making your being feel more in light, more in happiness, is something to take on board. You don't need to worry about what other people are thinking, because by healing yourself, people get inspiration. And even if we cannot understand everything right now, if a time passes, they see that you are living your most light-filled life, and they will follow you sooner or later. But it all starts with the details. Like, how do you feel in your everyday life? Do you feel happy? Do you feel blissful? Do you see what are the colors in your garden or outside when you look out from your window? Do you enjoy little details like taking a bath or, I don't know, massaging your feet or combing your hair or just making food for yourself? Like, little things can be so blissful when done in full awareness. And this is where your healing starts and restarts. Maybe you have been on this journey for a long time, but bringing more attention to the nature and your own ability to feel enjoyment and bliss can be very helpful. Thank you so much for watching, dear pile number 2. I hope it helped. I hope it gave you some inspiration. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing if you enjoyed this video. Sending you many blessings and see you the next time. Bye. Hello, my dear pile number 3. Here are the cards for you for healing your maternal line. First of all, I hear your spiritual guides are telling you that you have done already amazing job. Whatever you have been doing as self-empowering, self-helping methods, they have worked, and your input to co-create most enlightened life on this planet has been noticed by your spiritual guides. And I feel that some of your guides are changing at this very moment. Right now, maybe during these days, you start to feel much more in alignment with the new aspects in your life. Maybe some new interests will occur in your mind. You feel like, oh, I would like to do something like this or that next upcoming months or years or days. So please know that you are very strongly guided, and your heart will be so much more open when you choose to follow your new path. Maybe your mother was somebody who was like really giving you the rules how to live, and those rules were necessary for the time when you were growing up. But right now there's a need for yourself to reorganize your belief system, reorganize your thoughts, because so many things that were accurate that time are not so much anymore. So maybe you have been feeling like feeling closed, or feeling not totally open to the magic of life. Maybe you have been closed off to the relationships or closed off to the partnerships in your life. This will change, because right now what I feel, you find your new passion, and maybe it's a new hobby. Maybe you start painting or writing poetry or doing something which really amazes yourself, that wow, I even didn't know I have such kind of power inside myself. And therefore you start to create new abundance for yourself by doing those creative projects. And this can lead you to understanding that there is like this inner fight inside yourself, like your ego and your higher self's beliefs are not totally in harmony yet. And this inner conflict, it doesn't mean that there's something bad. It means that you see, oh, this is the way how I can be growing. This is the way how I see myself developing. And it's very interesting what you get as a card here is the card of youth. Like something you have suppressed in your childhood is coming to the surface again, and you will find many inspirations by just observing your own thoughts. Maybe by observing them you get inspiration for the creative projects you want to do, like maybe just the events that you have went through, you see, oh, that could be amazing book to write about. Maybe self-help book, maybe novel, maybe just a short story, but something which can be helpful and educating for others as well, or just entertainment purpose, which can also be very enlightening. So somehow I feel like you get to the contact with your inner child, and this new flow brings you many new wonderful ideas. The ideas what you get are for sharing. It is not that it's just for you. I see you as a very creative person. Maybe you want to, as I said, write a book or paint or create something out of this experience you have felt. What you can see is it's not personal what you have been through. It has been for the highest good. So your higher self knew that one day when you rediscover, you revisit in your mind your past experiences, you may find this happening with adventure which happened to you maybe many years ago right now as a great source of inspiration for your future projects. Everything is in perfect harmony. The universe wants to tell you that there's nothing went wrong. If you have been feeling maybe you are not enough, or maybe this or that thing, you are not perfect enough, these are the clear indications that your maternal line wound has not been healed. Because whoever has healed their maternal wound understands I am enough, everything is perfect, exactly how it is. I don't have to be perfect to be perfect. You know what I mean? So you don't need to be always, like your mother would like you to be. It is very okay to be human, to have human experiences. Maybe some of your feelings were not embraced, and you have felt like, oh, I should not feel this way, I should not feel that way. And by allowing yourself to feel every feeling what exists on the planet is so liberating to your heart, because then you understand there's nothing I need to suppress here. I don't need to go into this depression, because I can feel anger, I may feel pain, I may feel jealousy or sadness or whatever is the thing what you were not allowed to feel as a child completely, because it was kind of shameful, or your mother felt guilty, and therefore you're not allowed to express your unmet needs. And maybe you made to be and feel guilty because your mother felt kind of shame, she could not provide to you everything what you desired, and therefore you have suppressed your own needs, and you have been telling yourself, I should not want anything, I should not desire because it is bad. But it is not bad. Desires are clear messages from our future self that this is what awaits for you. If you listen to your heart, you will get what you desire. It is normal, it is how this universe functions. But this inner conflict, what you may experience, is a clear indicator that there has been some inner conflict created in your childhood, which has not been healed yet. But instead of running from it, I would highly suggest to take a diary and write down anything what you remember, what kind of feelings were not allowed in your childhood home, what was denied, what was hidden, what was, put aside by your birth family or whoever was raising you. And by understanding that these were the limitations of your parents or your birth caretakers, it wasn't your fault that they were unhealed themselves. They were just not aware of the fact that every emotion on this planet is very welcomed. It is nothing bad to feel the emotions, and take care of understanding what are your desires and needs right now. And maybe by creating some creative projects can really liberate your unfinished thoughts or feelings. Even just take a pen and paper and just scribble on it, like really put your emotion you don't need to draw something. It can be very abstract. It can be very much just how do you feel. So this is the healing what I get for you. I take one more card. What we get here, very beautiful, very beautiful. We get here like realignment. Let me see, where is this one card? Okay, we take this 10 of Pentacles, and this card talks about realignment of your chakras, like by bringing more awareness of the fact that you deserve to be happy in every area of your life. May be very liberating. You don't need to have any bad feelings towards anything. Like learning to heal your chakras by doing Reiki or meditation or breathing work or mindfulness practices, whatever works for you. Before going into the action, realign yourself, bring yourself back to your core, back to the present moment, to the calmness, to the peace. For me, what I truly love is just to be. I even don't call this meditation. I just lie down, I put my feet up, 45 degrees, for example, on the pile of the pillows. And what I do, I just breathe very deeply. And I just allow myself to detach from anything. And by doing that, our chakras are realigning themselves because our body knows how to rebalance itself. Or we may do some special healing methods which help your chakras to be open, and therefore you start to channel necessary inspiration for your next steps. These are the messages for you, my dear pile number 3. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope it helped. I'm sending you so many blessings and see you the next time. Bye.